This the book of Second Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Barak tha Yahweh, Barak tha Yahweh Shai, Barak tha Yahweh, Barak tha Yahweh Shai, Call Lord Imla Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule web, and great example to the younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord, when there's edifying, that's another addition to measure out the time diligently, and this one a little different, but some good things gonna be said towards the end, So let's just get into it and let it play.
And when it came to the ceremony itself, Megan said the experience lasted 3 nights and was, quote, incredibly. And when it came to the ceremony itself, Megan said the experience lasted 3 nights and was, quote, incredibly intense.
Everybody's journey is different. The second night I went to hell for eternity. And to just knowing eternity is like torture in itself, because there was no beginning, middle, or end. So you have like a real ego death.
And Megan says the ayahuasca was able to help her in ways that therapy and hypnotherapy couldn't before.
It just goes straight into your soul, and it takes you to the psychological prison that you hold yourself in. So it's your own version of hell, and I was definitely there.
I'm also interested in religious experiences, and for one reason or another, and it's a bottomless mystery, there are agents that reliably produce religious experiences. And no one knows what in the world to do about that. That's for sure.
Talk about a strange trip.
It's mind-blowing.
Megan Fox gets candid about drinking ayahuasca with Machine Gun Kelly in Costa Rica.
It's hard to top that one, man.
The Till Death actress appeared on Monday's Jimmy Kimmel Live with guest host Arsenio Hall and opened up about her quasi-spiritual journey in the Central American wilderness with her boyfriend after drinking the psychoactive tea used in ceremonial rituals as a spiritual medicine, which BTW induces auditory and visual hallucinations.
Do you guys know what ayahuasca is?
Oh, yes!
Hallucinogens, however you say it, hallucinogens, and all that, and drugs in general, all that stuff open you up to what, man? The spirit realm. It open you up to the spirit realm. It can enter you into other dimensions, or so to speak, or enter you into the spirit world, different realms.
So we went to Costa Rica to do ayahuasca like in a proper setting, like with indigenous people, and I was thinking it was like glamping or something like that, still going to be like some kind of 5-star experience. And you get there and you really are in the middle of the jungle, and you don't get to eat after like 1 p.m. You have to walk a very far distance to get your water. You can't shower because they're in a drought. Nothing glamorous about it. It's all a part of sort of making you vulnerable so that you surrender to the experience.
And it's certainly the case that, like, I firmly believe that the world is not the way we perceive it. It's deeply strange. And I do believe that the hallucinogens reveal that. There's a narrative aspect to it. There's a religious.
And all hallucinogens do, it's just, what it should let people know is there's a spiritual realm,
There's a meaningful aspect to it that we don't understand. We can't understand it scientifically, or we haven't been able to. The scientific view.
Yeah, and they can't understand it because they trying to delve into something that the Lord ain't allowing them to delve into, man. The Lord created bounds that this devil cannot pass, man. You can only do so much. You can only tap into so much. You can only, because Esau, these elite, not this guy, I'm talking about these elite bankers and this upper echelon, they know that it's different realms. They know these things, man. They know they can open portals. They do it, And before they go out, that's what they gonna do. They doing a whole bunch of demonic shit, playing with they CERN and all these different things, trying to tap into the, trying to open up the spiritual realm to the earth and doing all kind of wickedness, man. And you gonna see it, man. Cause this the last hurrah for Esau. He finna do a lot of wickedness in the earth. But it's all gonna be the will of the Lord. That's what the Lord wants. It ain't like he just came up with an idea. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do. No, the Lord allowed him to tap into this different information and different knowledge, so the Lord can bring hell on earth, man.
Point excludes that to some degree. And I think the best evidence for that probably does come from hallucinogenic experience. Now, people have a biologically instantiated religious instinct. Now, it's possible that that only speaks of our peculiar biological nature, that it doesn't reflect broader reality as such. But if you go deep enough into the psyche, it becomes increasingly difficult to separate what you discover from reality. Now, people can clearly have individual subjective religious experiences. Most scientific phenomena are objective. Many people have to experience the phenomena at the same time. You have these religious experiences that can be induced by hallucinogens, let's say. Each person has their own particular experience, but everyone has an experience that's similar. And we don't know what to do about that category of experience.
And when he say religious, he talking about spiritual, experiment. Cause I forgot what the word religion just basically mean. Like you down there, like matter of fact, let me type it up. He's saying religious experience. But religion really just going to bring somebody up in a way, Being American is a religion, Say religion, the belief in the worship of a Superman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods, the practical system of faith and worship, the pursuit of interests to which someone ascribes supreme importance. Well, religion, I forgot it's a Greek word or something like that. Religion is a real thing, but he talking about a spiritual experience, where you seeing stuff. They say they see aliens and demons and just all kind of crazy stuff, man. Not crazy stuff, but stuff that they don't understand. Why? Because we need mortal bodies. That ain't nothing that they should be delving into first off, especially these heathens. But the Lord gave them the power to do these things, and they do, like the scriptures say, man. The heart of every one of them is deep, man. Esau gonna go study some shit up, gonna go dig into shit, and do tests trying to figure it out. Studies trying to figure it out.
And then, we think in stories and we see the world through a structure of value. I think that has been proven beyond a doubt by neuroscientists and psychologists. And the fact that we see the world through a prism of value seems to indicate that there's something about value that's real. And so that's partly why things are deeply mysterious. I mean, Rick Strassman, he terrified himself right out of the DMT research, as far as I could tell, because all his subjects came back and said, well, I went somewhere else and saw aliens. It's like, well, it was a dream. No, sorry, wasn't a dream. It was way more real than any dream. In fact, it was actually more real.
And he ain't see no aliens, he seen angels.
than life. Well, what do you do with that? I mean, it's beyond comprehension. Our culture grew out of the Bible. It's grounded in the Bible, for better or worse. And so if you want to know who you are and why you think the way you think, like you think you know the way you think. You think you think. You don't. Or very rarely. Like the thoughts are greater than you are, in some sense. I mean, and it's very rare that you don't think that you think something that someone else hasn't thought. You know, I can't remember who said it. Might have been Alfred North Whitehead that everyone's the unconscious proponent of some philosopher. Everyone is the unconscious proponent of some philosopher. So, anyways, the deepest values are religious, and our religious document is the Bible, and the Bible is an absolute mystery.
Yeah, it's a mystery to who? To everybody but the elect. That's why the scriptures say that no man could learn that song but the 144,000, man. And yeah, you got different scholars and they know geographical things and they know, different things, historical things that took place, but they don't know the mysteries of the Bible, man. What the Lord said, matter of fact, let's get a couple precepts, because this the whole point I even did this when I was going to skip it. In Amos, the Lord say he revealed his secrets. This the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 7, straight to the point. Verse 7. It say, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. So the prophets are here on the earth, and we understand the scriptures, starting with our apostles and elders on down to his younger brother. Then it was all given through the Spirit, man. Nothing of ourselves, especially as younger brothers, we learn from our apostles, and it just clicked with us, man. We were called into this thing, and we hope we are chosen, hope we endure, and teaching this word in truth and sincerity all across the earth, man. Let me try to find something. This Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the Bible wasn't given to everybody. That's why it's written in codes. That's why it don't say nuclear missiles or ICBM missiles. That's why I don't say America. That's why I don't say you blacks, you Latino, Native American, Seminole Indians, y'all are the Israelites, Why? Because it was a mystery that was to be broken down by the Lord's servant in a particular time. That's why the name of the Lord in the scriptures ain't Yahweh. That's why it's Lord and Jesus. Because it's all a mystery that was to be broken down by the Lord's servants to the astonishment of these heathen who have never thought we'll wake up to who we were or wake up to this knowledge that is in the scriptures, man. They never thought we was gonna wake up and get this, but it was all through the Spirit. The Lord sent the Comforter. He say he gonna always be with us. He gonna send down the Comforter. He shall not leave us comfortless. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. So the Bible is a mystery, but it ain't a mystery to us. We can put the puzzle together, man.
The deepest questions are religious questions, and the Bible is the best answer we have. And if you don't like that, well, fine, do better. Good luck.
Yeah, and the Bible have stood the test of time, man. You know, out of any book in the earth, that's why the scriptures say, none shall want her mate, man. Ain't no book you can make with the Bible. No, you don't. All you need is the scriptures, man. The the Old Testament, New Testament, and the Apocrypha. You don't need all those other books and all these different things because why? They not filled with prophecy. The Bible is filled with prophecy going from Egypt or from the beginning to the end. From the beginning kingdom or from the beginning into the kingdom of heaven being established on earth, and the kingdom of heaven is the kingdom of Israel. That's why the disciples came on when they was like, "Would thou at this time restore again the kingdom unto Israel?" Yeah, the kingdom is for the Israelites. The kingdom of heaven ain't for all nations to rule side by side with God's people and everybody just mixed. No, it's for the Israelites, man. Will they benefit off the kingdom of heaven? Of course. The heathen will benefit, but you Edomites, you not, man. You going to be destroyed and taken out of the way. But that's pretty much the point I want to say. Yeah, that's pretty much the point. You know, it's a little different. You know, just going into some weird stuff I really don't like. I mean, it's good I like to listen to it and just hear, you know. But I don't like, not for no measured out of time dealers, but this what this guy put up, and I just started a few months back and just like, shit, I'ma just call him measured out of time dealers, because usually he go into things that are happening in the earth. But these are things that are happening in the earth too. You know, people this guy a scientist, but guess what? Or something like that. He high up, some kind of high educated person. But what the Lord say, he have chosen the foolish thing to confound the wise. See, they got all kind of knowledge and wisdom, but they can't break down the scriptures. We ain't been to college, but we got the complete understanding of the Bible, man. And one of your presidents or one of them motherfuckers said, a thorough understanding of the Bible is better than any college education, man. And the Lord has given us that. Why? Because the Lord chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. You know? And the knowledge of this world is foolishness unto the Most High. So with that, Lord willingness was edifying. I want to end giving all honor and glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule well, and the great example to the young brothers in the truth, and peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom. Kwame Yashala and the Bible. Shalom.